Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I do like to try to do these in my office, but I got some editing to do and I forgot to do my intro. So we're gonna hop in right here and do this real quick. So we are doing a what would you make, and I had a little bit of fun doing this one. I've been really getting into Cottagecore lately, so we are doing a Cottagecore what would you make, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it, guys. Alright guys, so what would you make collaboration, and it is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, Divine Designs, and our guest host is Z9 Designs. Let's get into it, guys. DIY number 1. This one is an old cabinet door that I had in my stash. I actually used this as a DIY way back. I'm just peeling up some old glue that I used. I believe this was actually E6000 because I had a hard time getting this off. But I decided I was gonna repaint it with Hey Sailor, I believe is what that was. It was very not lined up and it went really fast when I showed it, but I believe that's what it was. I was debating on whether that was the right color because it was a little lighter than what I was wanting, but it turns out absolutely beautiful when this is all done. These are IOD stamps. These are the IOD new release that just came out this year, and I've been dying to use these. This is the first time I've used them, so I used my sanding block and gave them a quick little sand. This is recommended the first time you use them. It helps the stain, the ink just adhere better to the stamp and stamp better. I am using my Tim Holtz deoxide stuff for this one, actually, just because I have it in this like green, and I forget the name of this, guys, but this is the only ink that I have in green, and I was trying to figure out on this project. I didn't stamp it very well, so I'm going to lay it back down and stamp it over again. But I was trying to figure out how to stamp this in different greens. So I do kind of play around with this a little bit on here, but it does turn out amazing. They do give you what they call masks. And when I was doing this, I was not thinking, and I probably should not have multi-stamped on this, because when I'm masking, I can't mask the second tree next to it, because I'm going to try to do it in between it. I am using my DIY paint on this, which I know it should be fine because this paint is very washable. I do get a little nervous with it. First of all, the paint doesn't really, it kind of gums up a little bit, and it don't really stamp real well. So I didn't really like how that turned out, and it was drying so fast, and I didn't like that. And I was just getting a little nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get off into all the little grooves. So I did stamp really quickly, and then I just grabbed a baby wipe and I completely freaked out and I just wiped it off. Because that was my biggest fear, is that I just wasn't going to be able to get it out of all the nooks and crannies. So yeah, I mean, this was kind of like a total freak moment, but as far as I know, it's fine. But I do grab my black IOD ink, and I'm just deciding to go over this ink or this tree again. And I absolutely love how that one turned out, because you can still see the green in the background. That one, it was probably my absolutely favorite tree right there. Now, if I would have done that to every single one, but again, I freaked. So I could have painted, after I stamped, I could have painted went in and painted the rest of these green and then restamped. I've seen a lot of people do that. But I didn't take the time to do that. I can go back and do that in a later date. Excuse me, guys. I just took a drink of pop, so I do kind of have the little burpees. Anyway, so right now I am taking another tree, a little bit taller one, and I'm going to try to stamp over top of that one. And then I took the green or the black ink and stamped it, and now I'm going to take the green and stamp over top of the black, just to give it another contrast. I was trying to, like I said, I was trying to go for different green elements, and now I'm taking pure gold, or maybe it's antique gold, I don't remember which one it is, and I'm just taking the back of my paintbrush and just dabbing for stars. I also do a moon for this. And this is where I completely fudge it up. I take some white paint, and I was thinking about maybe trying to lightly brush on some of the branches and stuff to try to maybe give it a snowy effect. I absolutely hated it, you guys, because it totally masks over the beautiful detail of the trees and the greenery and everything like that, and the green of the tree. I hated it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you totally messed up your favorite tree. I was so mad. I was so mad. I actually wiped it back as quickly as I possibly could with my green, or with my wet wipe, and yeah, left it alone, but it turns out fine, guys, and I'll show it to you more in the final reveal. But on to DIY number 2. This one does go a little fast just because it took me forever to do. So you saw me, I basically just went along and broke up a bunch of pine cones, and I grabbed one of the styrofoam trees, and we're just gonna basically go around and glue these little pieces of pine cones around this tree form. I saw this done on Pinterest, but they had like 3 different forms. I tell you, they had a hell of a lot more time on their hands than what I did, because this took forever and my hands were so sore. Like, I mean, I don't know if it was just the pine cones that I was finding or the pine cones that I was using or whatever in my stash, but there's sharp ends on the end of the pine cones, and I kept getting stabbed with my pine cones. My pine cones hurt my fingers so bad just by pushing down on these forms. And I stopped here because I wanted to figure out what the heck I was going to do with this top. I wanted it to look like a regular tree top. I didn't want it to just end, you know, so I wanted to look, you know, realistic. So I just made sure that I did that before I got too far up there, so I knew what the heck I was doing. So I took a piece of the pine cone that I was peeling apart, and I stuck that on top of there. So now is what I'm doing here is I'm actually going around and I'm finding pieces that actually fit really well into certain areas, because I didn't want there to be any spaces. And there's certain spots where there were smaller pieces and certain ones that were bigger around, and I even had to have certain pieces where I was having, because I didn't paint it brown first, it probably would have been a lot easier if I would have painted it brown first, but because I didn't do that, there was even times when I had to grab a couple of the, like, just broken pieces and just kind of glue on the edges to kind of hide, like, some of the white pieces on there. I don't think I actually have any spots in there that were actually showed that. And even if I did, this is going by so fast to where I don't know if you would actually even see it. But I think I spent probably a good, oh my gosh, 4 hours on this project, you guys. I had my audiobook playing, and I was just going to town. And I think I used so much dang glue sticks on this project. And like I said, my fingers were so sore by the end of this. But basically, I mean, I would love to make more of these. I had in mind of maybe, you know, also, yeah, this should be cakewalk. This should be no problem. I should be able to make 2 or 3 of these. No way. I don't think so. I mean, honestly, this took me forever. But, it turns out so cool. And I really do like the outcome of it. And it is going to actually fit really cute in the room that I have plans on for this. Like any like cottage decor or like woodland decor that you guys are going for, or anybody that's going for, if you're going for that kind of aesthetic, this is perfect for that. So it turns out really cute. DIY number 3. So we are sitting in a different area. So I'm in the process of actually decorating my house for Christmas. And I'm going to slightly tell you that I'm not in, I mean, I'm a bigger girl. I'm not in the best health. So I did actually move my computer chair out just because sometimes it's just easier for it was a comfortable chair, and it maybe would just be easier for me to be able to sit there and to be able to dig through my ornaments and junk like that and blah 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 blah. Well, it was a pain in the butt to get my desk chair out of my office. I'll be completely honest with you. So yeah, so that's why I'm in my living room, because I just figured it'd be easier just to set this up and film out here to finish this. So anyway, I got these little mushrooms from Michael's. They're actually supposed to be for like on top of your glasses. I didn't realize they were silicone, so they're kind of a pain to glue down on these, because hot glue does not stick to silicone. So I glued a little tiny piece of I don't know, it's like one of those little red pieces that you find in the, oh gosh, I don't even know. It's like, these are like packs of the Dollar Tree pine cone things that you get from, that are in like the, for the smelly stuff. I can't think of what it's called right now. But anyway, I glued these down to the little wood rounds. The wood rounds came from Hobby Lobby. And now I'm just gluing down a little bit of frosted greenery. I live in Minnesota, and I have snow. So I had to have a little bit of like snowy, frosty area. I also got out some of my paint glitter, and I glittered up the top of the little mushroom. And that's another thing, that dang, I swear, I had to cut out like a good like 3 minutes of me trying to tie this damn ribbon here I don't know what it was about this ribbon, but I could not tie a knot in this. It was not working. Finally got it to tie, and then I had to hot glue the knot to keep the knot in there. But I glued it down to the little wood base because obviously it wasn't going to stick down to the little mushroom. And then I tried to get it to, it was kind of leaning forward a little bit, so I did kind of glue it down to the mushroom a tiny bit. Anyway, I think it turned out cute. It's just really, really small. But it's a cute little ornament for your tree. And it does turn out kind of cute. But it did kind of get out of frame because it's down so low. This next one is also an ornament, but this one's out of pine cones and a wood stem. It's basically another one of the pine cones that I got out of one of those smelly things from Dollar Tree. I am just kind of just breaking off a couple of the little middle pieces. This one looked like it was already broken in the middle, but I am trying to, there's a harder piece in that middle where the wood part of the pine cone is that I'm trying to kind of snap a little bit more so my wood piece would glue down better. That's kind of where I'm struggling a little bit. I had to load on the hot glue, and I grabbed one of the slender stems from Dollar Tree. If you don't have any of these, you can go out and get some of your own sticks out of your own yard or whatever if you want to. And just hot glue that down to your little pine cone there. I actually seen this on Pinterest too, I think. Or it was on Facebook or something. I don't remember, but I do remember seeing this. And then I am gluing this one down to another one of the wood rounds. These ones actually, these are the thicker ones that come from Dollar Tree too. I thought this was a little bit better in frame, but this looks like the round isn't. I do paint the top of the pine cone in candy apple red. And I'm going to add some more of this frosted greenery to around the bottom of this. I promise this won't be the the camera angles all the time, guys. Like I said, this is just, it was just convenient at the time, just to finish up this video. You will have a decorate with me video coming out soon, I'm hoping. But I added the little greenery, and then I added another one of those little red, like I said, I don't know what the heck they're called, like these little silver things and the decoration thingies were in it too. I thought that was kind of cool looking, and I put that kind of towards the back of this pine cone mushroom. And then I grabbed another one of those loops for the hanger, and I glued that down to the top of that one. And there you guys got it. Final reveal. And there we got it, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun. I have to say that's probably my favorite. I absolutely love how this painting turned out. I'm definitely going to have to go in and repaint the little white spots though. That looks odd, but let me know down below what you guys think. Which one's your favorite? I do like the pine cone tree too. I think that is adorable. Excuse me, guys. Dry throat. Voiceovers. Definitely go check out everybody over at the playlist, you guys. Give everybody some love. Give me a like. Subscribe. All that good stuff. definitely go give everybody some love, and let me know down below which one's your favorite, which one you would like to recreate. And I am so glad I'm back. I kind of missed crafting, to be honest with you guys, and stick around. We're going to have some more collabs coming up in the near future. God bless, and I'll see you guys around in the next one. Bye.